Okay. You're set. Voice sounds good. Okay, talk for a minute.
Hello.
Awesome. Okay, voice. Everything looks good. Now, there we are. Facebook Live.
Three minutes until showtime.
Okay, Michelle just woke up, people. So everybody that's looking for Michelle, she just woke up. She'll join soon, so no worries. Okay, we got this. Throw the hats that way. Oh, all right. So how's everybody out there doing? I mean, literally Healing Sundays. Busy, busy day yesterday. So let's open you up. Oh, all right. Oops. So how's everybody out there doing? I mean, wow, now I'm echoing. Literally Healing Sunday. There we go.
You sound kind of deep.
Yeah, I think so.
You sound like a male. It was like almost sounded like somebody was like mimicking you in the background.
Yeah, I'm still adjusting the sound a bit here and there, but oh, it's Michelle. All right, so we got 2 minutes to showtime. Hi, Carolyn. Healing Sundays, honey. I know my friend Carolyn will definitely have some questions, so
That sounds all good. Well, maybe we can explain what we just did to you.
yeah, we will as soon as we start. Almost. Because I think that's a good idea. To know that, you know, it's the cooperative working type thing that actually, and that's what this is about.
Well, it's that, and it's also like, so people will know that they could walk into buildings, they could walk into energies, they could get attachments. And I mean, I remember like James Van Prague said that cemeteries are dead because there's no energy. It's like the spirits are in hospitals where there's a lot of energy that they can feed off of.
Oh, big time. So, you know, and that was the first, and I can't really say where it is. So.
1 minute,
1 minute
until showtime.
I'm trying to get Michelle's computer up and running for her. So, multitasking.
So is she going to be there in a couple minutes or half an hour?
Up, so she'll pop in. Don't know when, but I figured I'd get the computer up and running for her. So
okay.
I got the crystals going. So.
Well, I feel a lot of vibrations, so I feel like we're going to have quite a show.
Oh yes, hopefully. Yeah, because I know that my friend Carolyn needs help with something. She's supposed to come down to the fair that was yesterday that we did, the William Street Festival. And so, but you know, Healing Sundays, all she could do is she could just call in or type on Messenger, and hopefully that'll give her a hand. So, all right, well, we got about 1 minute here. We're going live in like seconds.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio. This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATU Network. This work is protected by Creative Commons license.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So please welcome Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan.
Well, hello there, everybody. You know, I just thought of something. I'm going to talk to Cody. Because, you know, we need to announce Marcy for Healing Sundays and all the other things that she does for us. And literally, I mean, unbelievable. We're going to tell you guys a little story about what I went through. I actually linked up with Marcy about, half an hour ahead of time because I knew that my energy was going to be a little off from everything that was done yesterday. So, and this is how well she works. I mean, unbelievably well. this woman works. The energy of it, the Healing Sundays is literally about you and what it is that you need. I mean, we love you people. We want to help you all the time, and Mercy's always right there to give us a hand. This is going to be a regular thing, so we're definitely going to fix that. Get Mercy's name out there as well. I want to let you guys know that, I mean, literally, I mean, Marcy, when I first came on, I mean, how did you think my energy felt? I was like drained from yesterday.
It was, well, and it was heavy, and she went into a heavy energy place that she's undisclosed, where she's not allowed to talk about it. And I've done this before where I'll walk into places and I get headaches and stomach aches. And it's like, I think it's like the etheric energy of the houses. Everything is breathing, everything is living, everything is like dimensionals. I pulled out and cleaned out energies out of a guy that committed suicide in a house. The energy got better. And so that etheric energy is still there. So Susan was saying that she was low energy. So I said that because they have attachments of spirits. I literally live next door to a mortuary. And one of the people that I had met, it was like her house, her place was like right next to the mortuary. I said, there's a spirit in the corner because you go walk the dogs or whatever it is that's going on. So Susan Energy had kind of I kind of call it the pigpen aura. It wasn't too bad, but a little bit dusty, you know.
Definitely.
And so what happens is we have that lower resonance energy of called carbon energy. And if we're in a low state, then that energy attaches to us if we're tired or whatever it is going on.
Yeah.
So I've been continually working on myself, raising my vibrations, raising my energy, despite my financial situation has been more like I'm supposed to go on this journey type of thing. So in the last few days, I've stuck my feet in the river. I've got to download the toning with the ducks I did at the river, you know. And I read about the Arcturians with Daniel Scratton, and I always laugh because it was like when we're in the water and stuff, then the water helps. It's like rivers and ripples and the whole thing on that. So I'm always told, go take a bath, go in the river, go whatever is going on. And they said that when we're in a that's the best time for them to contact us is in the water.
Yes.
Because we're most relaxed, and it just confirmed all the stuff. So I worked on Susan and cleared out her heart chakra, and the masters come in, and I work with the Council of Nine, and I was watching Ancient Aliens, and I say the masters are like the Arcturians, the Andromedans, whether you guys want to believe that or not. I have been noticing this, and Susan's starting to experience this. And Gene Roddenberry was in Eisenhower with the Council of Nine. That's how he started Star Trek. Part of the channeling with that. High frequency there, Susan.
Yeah,
so,
I'm trying to turn the volume up. Somebody said there was an issue with it, so I'm trying to turn you up as far as the volume, but I have to keep turning me down.
So they came in, and I did my tones, and a lot of times I will hear sounds in the headphones. Last time it was like my internet was shut off, so I'm now back to my good headphones, and I'm back to my webcam, and Susan's back to her thing, and so we're a much better quality, you know. And I rearranged my altar to get multidimensional things going on. So I did the tones, and I could hear the sound because they adjust me, like, you know, tweak me, if you want to call it. You'll see my head move, or like Susan and I joke around with this Stevie Wonder look, because I don't know but I know enough. But I know enough about doing this stuff that my eyes start going into it. And so I did the tones. We released Susan. We got that blobby energy out of her. And then I'm going, they're coming in with a beam of light energy. And then they came in and kind of zapped her back. And she is ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to heal the world.
Well, and she said that her room was hot. I said, that's why they're there. What?
As many people that come to us today. That's what I'm ready for.
Well, yeah.
Love it. I mean, guys, don't be afraid to call in. I mean, we're here to actually help you.
This is our calling. This is what we're meant to do. This is what we're guided to do.
Yep.
And that's why they're working with Susan, and things are miraculously like iHeart. She was so excited, and I am too, that we're now connected. And I'd go, they're going to be working with you on that. And sure enough, Susan's like, I got it. I'm like,
I got it.
yay.
Yeah, huge announcement, peeps. Look for us on iHeartRadio, ATU Network. I am so excited and stoked. I was like, still, I think my mouth fell open for a couple of days. I was like, I got it. So I was really excited about that. I really am. So, I mean, it's a good platform. It's a way for us to have that ability in order to reach more people, to help more people. And that's what I wanted this network to be about. I mean, when I
Me
first started,
too.
it was, yeah, it was
Me
more the
too.
paranormal.
And
But
and
I'm
also
really,
the more
yeah,
tones that I help with people, the more that they open up, the more the cosmic consciousness of raising the vibration of the earth to that 144,000
yep.
that Chiron says, and I'm always seeing on all that. And I'm back to that Stevie Wonder because they're ready to do a hit a tone, and I can hear the high pitch. So I'm gonna start off, and I hope you guys are clearing out and see what happens from there.
I love that. You know what's awesome about doing radio with you?
What?
I really get to hear the tones really pure to the point now where I'm vibrating every time you do it. I love it. I absolutely
Well,
love
that's
it.
what you keep on telling me, and I'm looking at because if you guys go on to my YouTube under Marcy Kosich or Cosmic Cosmos, and I have different experiments through the years that I had, and I was back at the Truckee River toning with the ducks. I've got to post that. Um, and you could see the wind changing a little bit, the river, because I don't have it with me. I just want to have with the energy with the nature. And one of the things I've done is I'm trying this experiment with mirrors and putting more stuff on it. And I think I've got 1, 2, 6 mirrors. No, 7, 8 mirrors. Some are laying flat, and some are so everything with my tones, it's reflecting, it's bouncing off. It's I feel like I'm in a circle, and I don't know what Susan feels on the energy with that, but it's just everything is pinging.
And that's the thing. I mean, I've been working with you for over a year now.
I can't believe
I
that.
know. Actually, I think our anniversary was yesterday that I
I
met
know.
you.
Well, good way to start off. We
So, I
progressed
mean,
so much.
literally, and it's like, there was just, like I tell everybody, there was just something about you that I had to connect with. It was the energy, it was the higher energy, it was the pure light of the heart, too. And that's what I like about you. But I want to let you guys know, I'm not going to keep her all to myself. So, you guys can call in at 563-999-3002. We'd be happy to hear from you. Call, get some advice, get some healing tones. And I think it's on your multidimensional page or your YouTube page that is connected to Awakening the Unknown, by the way. So if you go on Awakening the Unknown, you can just click the link right over to Marcy's page as well.
Well,
But I'm
also we
pretty
got
sure
the
that
international
experiment about
interdimensional,
cancer
which
and
is
the
where
frequencies
the
on
the
there as well.
multidimensional. I don't usually do too much. I could start reactivating on that one or start looking at the messages.
Yeah.
Son and I, when I did the radio show with Michelle Walling, I guess because if it's you with you for a year, it must have been with a couple of years with her, and you guys could look up that one too, where I ended up getting a bunch of people internationally. And Sana is in Sweden and she's starting her own. I've worked on her a lot. Gayatri is in India. She does now like high beans drawings. As I worked with her, we used to do all the channelings on that. So what I always forget the name. It's like international, interdimensional energy circle. And that's where mostly where it is, because that's where I post a lot of the stuff.
Yep.
Sana did some great artwork on that. She's very talented on that. She's stepped out. She's doing her own thing, but I'm still constantly posting things on there because a lot of people are saying they're not getting things on Facebook. The 25 people that I guess because it's so overwhelming,
Yeah.
all these people are not getting posts. So I move my sayings, my posts, everything over there. So at least people will get that, as far as what's going on. Oh, they want me to hit it low tone. Okay. That one was an interesting one.
I like them. I mean, it's at the point right now when I first heard them, it was, it was like I was trying to understand them, but literally now it's at the point where I can hear voices inside the tones. I hear two or three tones out of one tone, and for some reason, it's like if my back is bothering me, because those that really know me know that I have spondylocentesis and a Tavlon cyst. I always get
And I
down
didn't
and
even know
walk. It's
that. I
like
mean,
one
I
foot in
remember you
front of the
mentioned it
other.
before.
So if I have an issue, I'll call Marcy. It's like, she's my doctor. Tone it up, heal it up, and literally it makes me feel so good. So guys, don't be afraid to call, ask questions. I'm sharing out everything that's going on right now. I mean, literally I'm trying to share out every page that I can think of so you guys know how to find us, and literally just come on over and chat with us. This is Healing Sundays. This is actually time for you guys. Michelle will be here soon, so don't worry. But I mean, it's just, I love this. I love what we do. So whether we're
Well,
helping millions of people or just one, that's all that matters. As long as we're helping an individual, that's all I need. That's all I want.
well, and Susan and I get into Skyping a lot, and we get in these deep conversations and these deep healings. And whether there's an exchange of our energy, and I'm like, if those could only be on like the radio, because there's so much energy exchanged or healings or validations as to the high frequencies, the masters, because they are working with Susan, and Susan's in her own right is really good on what she's doing, and it's just it's a higher calling. And even if you guys listen to this afterwards on the levels of it,
Yep.
we were also thinking about doing one with the animals.
Oh,
My cat,
definitely. That's
my cat.
something that I'd like to schedule though. There's a lot of
I
people
know.
that have what I like to call a four-legged member of the family, and everybody that knows Michelle and I, that's our charity is Animal Advocates, which we just did an event with yesterday, and
Oh,
I love the animals, and of course our sponsor Jeannie was there from Crystal Expectations, and we really love our animals. I mean, I've got 5 cats in this house right now, and Michelle's got like a buffet of dogs. She could have a sled team. No. And Marcy herself, her dogs or cats, and we're really big into animals, and we know that your animals are actually a part of your family as well. So, I mean, we would like to book appointments with you one of these healing Sundays. If you want to bring your animal on in order to get some tones or get some healing energy, I'm telling you, she can do it. I've seen her do it. I've snapped pictures of her when her dog. I'll actually have to
I
post
still have
those.
to see those.
I gotta post those. I'll have to post those to the page. I'll post those to the Awakening the Unknown page on Facebook. So those of you that are on Facebook can see it. And maybe I'll throw Oh, that's an idea. You should record a tone for me, and I can do the tones and put some pictures of certain things that I've snapped for you over the years as we started on this on the because I snap
Yeah, it's
pictures
like
every
a
now and then.
diary.
That's
And then
pretty
both
cool
of
to
my
see.
animals, I guess because it's now going to be fall, they're both asleep on my bed. You know,
Yeah.
now the cat comes back in the morning, and because they don't like it with the heat. But they're all very comfortable. And Susan picked up my dog that had passed. Sonny used to clean my aura. He didn't like my tones, at least through channeling. He would leave, but he felt like it was his job to clean my energy, and he would be very serious about it. And the spirits of your animals are still around you. There's
Always.
somebody that I worked on who had a heart problem, and I described I described what the dog looked like, and she's like, "That's the dog I had that my dad took away when I was 12."
Yeah.
And the spirits are still around. They still communicate. Sometimes they help us, and it's just this is a very much guided because they're coming in again for another tone. Cosmically, they must be hearing what's going on, and so
Maybe we're clearing the energy of the board before our people come on. Uh-huh.
I don't know, but it was just like, whatever level it's the earth has a grid, and the grid is like when we're all interconnected, like I'll do tones on people like Susan and Michelle and everybody else. And as we do that, the tones are connecting us to everybody else, the cosmic consciousness,
Yep.
which is, I've cleaned out the energy of past lives of the earth when I've done on people. And that's why it's international, because the earth has its memories too. It has its layers,
Yep.
it has his vibrations. And that's what I was saying. If you guys want to get more contact with them, take baths, go in the water, do anything. And then if you feel like the room getting hot or cold,
Yep.
or things being pulled out, or if you leave your body, a lot of times I fall asleep. I've been highly stressed out. I thought the electricity was going to be shut off. For whatever reason, the universe was, at least we still have it, because I wasn't sure if we were going to be able
Yeah,
to do
because the
that.
universe said
So,
no that you were supposed to be here. They have a
what?
higher calling for you.
I
That's what it
know.
is. Yep.
And it's just the lessons that we have are to remain calm despite the chaos of whatever's going on. That's the mastership, as
Exactly.
far as the energy. So I stayed calm, even though I wasn't sure whether it was going to be shut off. And it was only like a $61. And, Susan was talking about how they're going to work with me, and if you guys want to get a hold of me, the private sessions, or maybe, I don't know if Susan's into doing her sessions, but she's really good at what she does. And it's just, we're both struggling, but we're both so heart oriented. This is like whatever we're doing, we're putting this forward.
Yep.
We're we're our finances. It's like Susan and I both talk about there's not enough food, but she's investing in the microphone. She's investing in all this stuff, and that passion is so strong with us to get this energy going.
Exactly.
Her and her monster mic, and
Exactly.
and
But you know
and
what?
and
I truly believe that no matter what we do, because what people don't realize is what we do, we don't get paid for. We do have a sponsor for the ATU network that it pretty much covers expenses for our passion. And what it is that we do what we do because we love it. We know that we have a higher calling. So I truly believe that karma one day is just crediting us, and things will work out the way that they're supposed to. I'm more of a, I know things are going to work out. I know that this will get
well,
out there. I know that we're going to help more people, and that's what it's about. But guys, don't be afraid to call in. You don't have to sit here and listen to us chit chat. You can give us a call. You can ask a question to us on Facebook. I don't have the link to the other pages that are up on YouTube and Twitter at the moment, so we can answer those questions for you later. But if you're on Facebook or you go to Blog Talk Chat Room, don't forget, look us up, ATU Network, right on Blog Talk, and you can chat some questions to us. You can call in at 563-999-3002. I mean, there is so much that has actually happened. I mean, literally, you gotta remember, and this is another story. I'm gonna explain to you how down and out I actually was at one point when I started all this. I mean, when I met Marcy and I started doing radio, it was, whoa, it was a big passion for me. You know, it was something that, I needed at that particular time because of my husband passing, which Marcy knows, and I needed that positiveness in my life, and it's like the more positive that I felt, the more that I was pushing things out there in order to help everybody else feel as good as I feel now. And it's not about going out there and finding another individual, it's about feeling good within yourself. And between Marcy and the radio and the fans, that's what's helped me quite a bit. Quite a bit. You still there, Marcy?
Yeah, I'm doing my Stevie Wonder again.
Uh-oh.
It's like, and that's why, like I said, I've been doing this for so long. I've been on Arenum for 3 years. And this is what people tell me. Like my friend Raven, who I also did a radio show with, I did the first radio show with, and she's in, I call it Sleepy Hollow, England. She does like growing, her and her boyfriend, and she's got her own business of herbs. She went to herbology, but at that point, she and her ex-husband, at that point, they did a radio show. So I've been working with a lot of these people for so many years that they were clients, like Susan. Susan was really a client. But these people that are now like really, really good friends who I love dearly, and we built up a really strong bond. So Raven was looking at the video, and this is what a couple of people commented about. She goes, there was like orbs dancing around the cards.
Yes.
And the spirits and the energies, and a lot of times people will, you guys could face me at book under me, Marcia Ann McLean or Marcia Kosich.
Oh my God. Sorry about that. I was trying to see the comments from people, and the whole thing just jumped.
Speaking of spirits, energy, all that stuff going on.
Yeah, big time. Sorry about that, peeps.
No, but that's how our thing is. We get Skype problems, energy problems, things jump off. We never know what or who was going to come in, and it could have been somebody contacting. When things like that happen, things drop, things move. Apports are when, I was talking to Susan about that. She goes, I can't find something. I said, it could be an apport. Apports are when spirits move things.
Yep.
Things will, I've had keys literally disappear out of my hands. And so that's why they go into different dimensions. And I had to call somebody to have my car towed. My friend Bill and I did some work on his mom, and he was my husband in other lifetimes. So, he's in my book. But the next year when I went to Spokane, Crystal and Bill's mom Katie started doing transmedium work. This is before I started getting into doing what I'm doing now. But it had to be completely dark in the basement. And so Bill and I were sitting in the chair, and little jewels would be coming down, or we would physically hear trumpets. Elvis Presley came in and apported, because Katie loved Elvis Presley, gave her one of those scarves. I mean, we literally got these physical objects and things. So if you find things moving around, sometimes loved ones move things around. I've done that a lot where I've done readings on people where they swear something was done, and sometimes they're giving messages or different things are going on. And that's what I was talking to, Susan about they communicate in different way, whether it's audio, visual, or kinesthetic.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes white roses. It's like I did some work on Raven because she was trying to get her driver's license in England. It's different,
Yeah, it is.
and it was like she has to take these tests, and she asked her weight. She goes, "I feel like a male is blocking me." It, and her father had died in her father was a biker, and her uncle was a biker. And I go, "It's your father." And so we went into this whole clearing out the energy, and I go, "He wanted to protect you all the time." He goes, "When he first passed, then he went to my mother and he says, 'I want to protect the kids.'" And so we were helping them transition, and this is what I did on the last radio show last week, is helping them transition. So I do many different things. That's why it's multidimensional. I just say tonal tarot because kind of sounds catchy, and I did some work on Raven.
I find even if I'm at like a metaphysical event, I find that everybody needs a visual because I don't use the cards either. So,
Right.
but I will bring them with me as visual for individuals.
Right. They need it. And I picked this because I've been doing tarot readings since 1982.
Right.
So when I was working on Raven, and this is how spirit works, I was seeing black roses. And she goes, I had black and white roses at my wedding. Then I was coming up with different names. I'm like, Penelope. She goes, "Oh, that was my favorite book, Penelope something or other." And then the cartoon. And then she was called, I forgot the name that he had called her son. Her daughter wasn't alive, but her son was. I picked up the nick, like Pumpkin. I forgot what it was. But because when you go in the middle of channeling this stuff,
Yeah.
then it kind of goes in and out. And sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't. And so these people will come up and say, "Oh, do you remember the reading?" I'm like, "No." It's just like it goes through.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll remember. So we ended up helping her father transition. The white light, she felt lighter. But there was all these and then the harp. So I'm going, okay, now once that heavy energy of her father or the loving energy, her guides were able to come in and help her. And I'm going, they're giving you a harp. And she goes, "Well, Marcy, I never told anybody I always wanted to play the harp." And I was looking at harps that day,
Right.
And that's why they give these informations on things we don't know, but they know. And that's where there's a real psychic compared to somebody that they do cold reads where it's like, "Oh, I'm feeling the letter A." They're like, "Anna, yeah," and that's how you know that those are the fake psychics, because they'll try to read off of you as to little hints.
I agree, because that's what I do as well. When I'm dealing with an individual, I literally give them rules. Don't tell me anything. Don't give me information.
Right.
You want to make sure that I'm actually real. Some people I will connect to, others I won't. If I'm not going to connect to you, I'm not going to say, "Okay, you got to pay me anyways." It doesn't work that way. I have literally some individuals, because how I work myself is I'm the type of person that I will pick people up to get them in the direction they're going to. Once I can get them up to the direction they're going to, usually they'll go to a different psychic, because I'm just kind of meant to get, so to speak, get people up off the ground and help pick them up and get them more positive and more looking towards and helping themselves. And then once they're at that point, they're meant to go on to someone else.
Well, it's like I would work at psychic fairs. And because I have such a high energy, my friend Susie, who was in my book, We're Off to Be Wizards, when I was doing readings on Telegraph Avenue in 83, 84, we were allowed to do in Berkeley, right next to UC Berkeley. Now it's kind of gotten a yuppie area.
Yeah.
But we would get our little tables, and Susie and I would feel whoever is meant to go to that person, it's meant to be. And instead of like being competitive, and that's why when Susan and I and Nora and Rebecca did the experiment.
Yeah,
There's no competition, and you know that those are the more higher. Like I like the saying that women support each other, girls compete against each other,
exactly.
and
Yeah, for some
so
reason, Marcy, we've lost your video feed. We're hoping the video feed comes back up.
well, that's not good.
Yeah, it's very strange.
But Susan, you know that we have all strange things that happen on all this. We never know what's going to happen.
Nope. Nope, we
It's
don't.
like
But
things get
energy,
knocked
yeah, it's an
down.
energy thing between Marcy and I. We've been through this thousands of times. We're used to it. It should pop back up. So, yeah, I'm really hoping it does because right now it's like I see your name. They know you're there, but they can't really see you at the moment.
I know, I can see that.
It's weird.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Oh my
What?
god, yeah, I don't understand that. That is so. There you are.
No,
Yeah.
I had to go back into start video.
Wow, that's
I,
so weird. Anyways, see, she's back. We are so used to this, and it has to do with energy. And when you're on a higher frequency, and that's what it is. It's like when I first met Marcy, and she first came on. She first came on the show. She literally, we had nothing but problems, and she warned us this would happen. So it was like, "Are you barefoot?" No. She says you need to be barefoot. So every show we do.
oh, I don't remember saying that. That's why you're saying you're taking off your shoes. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, she's just okay. That's funny.
Yeah, have to be barefoot, especially when we do a show with Marcy. Have to be.
I'm always barefoot.
Flip flops. It's easier. So
It-
see, this is
well-
what happens with energy. It really, I mean, as you're building your individual self up, and as you're healing yourself, it's just something that's actually going to happen. So don't be afraid. Some people will short circuit a lot of things. There came a time in my life where I literally had to wear an amethyst ring all the time in order to absorb some of the energy, so I didn't short circuit. Oh my God, how many coffee pots did I short circuit? Tons. So
and that's how. Well, and then I get the other stuff where my guides, like
Yeah.
I went to go see Chiron. I bought an emerald ring. It was kind of a rough cut, type of thing. My guides tell me to give certain things to certain people.
Yeah.
And I argue with them, and they stay with me until I give whatever is meant to be to that person. And one of the people that I worked on, another Sue, she was in Spokane when I was doing all the works on there. Very talented artist. And I'm like, I want the Native Americans. She goes, they're not meant for you. And she would know what was meant for people and what wasn't. And there's times I'll give things away. There's times I'll receive things. The energy doesn't match or and there's countless stories I've had where I'm supposed to give something to somebody and then I find out that they had that missing. They needed another one, and so when I was over and I got that amethyst ring, not the amethyst, the emerald, it's like there was a lady at the stone store and she was like, I think she was German, but they're like, give her the ring, and it's strangers or you're supposed to have this or.
Actually, speaking of that, it happened to me yesterday.
What happened?
There was this gentleman that came up, and he was in an electronic, I think, wheelchair, the electric ones with the battery guys. And he just started talking about how somebody stole his necklace, and he's got a bunch of like crosses hanging off the back and everything else. And we were talking for a bit, and then somebody else came up and started talking to them, and he left. And then when I see him come by again, there was one particular crystal cross he was looking at. So I just literally got up and gave it to him, and I said, "This is meant for you. I was told to give you this." I says, "Don't. This is just a gift to replace the necklace that was stolen off you." So I literally just gave him that particular necklace because it was just something that I don't know. I was told to do it, so I just do it.
Well, also with that type of stuff, like I had a big, huge crystal.
Right.
I mean, it was huge. I mean, I had my other 10-pound, but this was another one. And I had a VW bug, and it literally disappeared behind the seat. Now, it's not like a VW bug. You can't find things missing.
Yeah.
And also with I had a my friend Sue um is very, very talented. She did this crystal. She's done a few other crystals.
Wow.
Anyway, I had a copper wand one.
Yeah.
And my son is getting very much into this, and he's been around me, and and I talked to Susan. It's like our sons need to somehow get together because of what we do. But anyway, I was around some negative people. They were bowling with my son, and she was very dramatic. Well, the wand disappeared,
Huh.
and I would tell Sue, and this is the second time it did this, and she goes, "Oh, it's hiding. It didn't want to be around that energy." So all of a sudden, like I don't know, 4 months later, I saw the wand again in Apport show up like underneath the chair because my son decided he wanted the wand. And Ermina, the one that did the painting that's in the background,
Yep.
okay, she was talking to Travis one time. And I had a big giant gong that I used to joke around with on Arenum, where when the trolls would come in, I would gong them, but all the people in their headphones. And I had Tibetan chimes. And my son has very strong Asian, I don't know, past lives or what is going on.
Yep.
So I said, well, what am I supposed to do with my son? Oh, she goes, well, you have something round. It's got some Chinese writing on it. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to give him my gong, And then he took the Tibetan chimes along with it. So now he has my copper wand, and he has my gong, and he has the Tibetan bells. And you guys have to understand, stones, like if you hold a stone in your hand, if it heats up, it's meant for you. But if you change your vibration, you've outgrown that energy. And so that's why I don't like selling crystals, because the crystal vibrations will, they'll heat up, but they're like us, they're crystal energy. There goes a crystal. I have this that I bought.
Love that. I love that.
I was doing readings at the psychic fair, so I got my aura done, and because you have to spend a whole bunch of money to work at fairs, so whether you make the money or not.
Yeah.
So I did go there that one day. So I went, and my hand would not let go of that wand. And she goes, I wasn't even going to bring that one. And so you'll know if things do not let go of your hand, it's meant for you.
Yeah.
And if that helps you guys verify whether it's stones or energy, but also we outgrow things. Things are not meant for us. It's like letting go.
Fascinating. I forgot to tell you this. Yesterday at the fair, I had like certain little crystals for sale, necklaces like hearts, moons, crosses, teardrops, and some pendulums. And I found that more children, like there was a lot of crystal children coming over, really connected to the smaller heart crystals. I was teaching them how to choose a crystal, which hand to hold it in, how to feel the energy and everything else. So literally, I they were more connected, and it was so good to watch their auras once they found one.
Acknowledge.
They purchased it, they put it on, and literally their energy just like improved and balanced, and it was like there's a new generation of people coming up.
Well,
I loved watching that yesterday.
Well, and I think you and I were the Blu-rays. If you look at the Blu-rays, it's like right after World War II, because of the bomb, the higher beings started coming down. So the Blu-rays are like 50 to 60. The indigos are like 40 to 50. The crystal rays are like 20 to 30. your son and my son, because they talk about like the indigos or the warriors, they're coming in to like break through the energy.
Yep.
And then and so if you look up on YouTube, they do have all these characteristics of it.
Yeah.
And the rainbow children are like 2000 or after 2000.
And the Star
And they're,
Children.
and this, well, they're also the 20 to 30-year-olds,
Yeah.
the whole thing on that. And so what's neat about a lot of the people that I know, like Susan, we all have children that are all like 17, 18,
And
and
older.
what?
And
And
older.
older. And old, yeah, the indigos and the whole stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Because Susan's got like, what, 5, 6 kids?
Yeah. I have one that's an MP in the Army.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
definitely a warrior. Yeah.
right. And the energies to open up. And so the kids are getting more and more. They come in and they're talking about a hybrid, like the Chiron talks about, next 40, 50, it's going to be a whole different earth, whole different vibration,
Yeah.
whole different energy that's
Exactly.
going on. And what's good is we're acknowledging the children, because the children need to be acknowledged if they see things, they feel things, they experience things that are going on. It's like I was reading about how there was one of those video games of the Titanic, and one of those little games that were going on,
Yeah.
and there was like a little kid, and he did it with, you go to get the engineering room. He found it in 5 minutes. He found out he was an engineer in the Titanic
Wow.
because of the multi levels.
Wow.
I know, and it's just like my son has had lifetimes of Asian. And if the kids and anybody is drawn to certain cultures,
Yeah.
go with them and acknowledge that, because I've been Native American so many lifetimes. You get me around a powwow and I'm at home.
Oh, yeah, me
And
too.
yeah. Well, that's why you and I probably connect. And my friend Steve, who's a shaman, I was showing them because he was doing readings.
I want to reach through the screen.
Here you go, Sue. So and I guess I gave Steve a wand because I have to. One of the lessons I've had to learn is let go.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't find the wand because Sue's wands are like $50 or $60, and I got an inheritance.
That's not bad.
Oh no, they go up to 100. We call it the mothership ones. This was years ago, but
Absolutely
he goes, I can't find the wand that you gave me. I'm like, I gave you a wand, and it's such an impulse, like, here, this is meant for you. And then it's such a brief second in time. He said, I don't remember it. And so, I would Steve, because Steve's a good friend of mine. And I go, Steve, I got this. He goes, you dog, you got that,
that happens. Like when I'm at and some people dislike this, but when I'm at a fair or a benefit or something, and I'm doing readings for individuals or for charity, because that's what I prefer to, or if I have a client that comes over, I have a bowl of crystals. Those aren't for sale. Those are for the clients. That's to help them reconnect or help them remember the energy that it is that they needed in order to help. I literally show them how to choose a crystal, and they always leave with a crystal. So
or the crystal will choose them.
Yes, it's not for me. I literally have a bowl full of goodies.
Oh, wow.
I do. It's just...
See, that's where you're like all heart-oriented,
yeah,
with that energy.
For people that actually need it. So sometimes I'll see something and I'll get it, but I know it's not meant for me. So there's a reason for it. And that's why we connect so well, is because it's not what we're getting, what we're purchasing isn't always meant to help us. We just know that it's meant for someone, we just don't know who. So
or we just see things. I had, and this happened to me like about a month ago, or a couple months before. My friend Chris, who's a music teacher and an opera singer, and he and I would do the singings together, and I worked on him, and we did his past life. You know, and that's where we found out he was a Prussian, you know, war because he was showing me his wound. Anyway, so now he kind of gives me dinner in exchange for reading or a healing. He also does Aikido, and
Yeah.
I had two. I had one Aikido sword. I got two of them for $5, and my guides were like, "Give Steve again the sword." And so I joke around with Steve saying, "Do you want the bigger one or the smaller one?" And of course, being the male, he wants the bigger one. And so before I gave the sword or told to give, you know, because that was their gift, they will have, like Susan and I or whoever, be the kind of like, you earn this.
Yes.
This is yours. You know, we are watching you. You deserve this, you know. And
Right.
so it was like the doji sword. So I got the two doji swords. Here, let me get the doji sword so you guys will understand. I'll be back in a second.
She's gonna get up. She's gonna get up. Don't worry, Beef. She'll be right back. Okay, let me show you another neat toy I have over here. As she gets that, it's a little... It's to help waken your energy up. There's just a little gold ball. And if you can hear it, it's to help waken you up and get you started or to finish off. I'm really connected to a lot of Tibetan things as well. So, and here she's back.
So this is a smaller one because I was told to give Steve the bigger one. And then he said he has all kinds of swords. So before I gave the two, Chris was doing his Aikido on my massage table with the, and I said, so you know, Chris is like 6'2". He's a big guy. He does like opera singing, and he's a music teacher, and you know, and he and I will just do these tones together, and he'll start singing in a different language, you know, because he knows so many different. He's like one of the most intelligent men that I've ever met.
Wow.
But this is a small doji sword.
Okay. Yep.
You know. And then they were like 2 for $5 at a flea market at garage sale. It's like, how are you going to pass that up?
No,
you know. So, and then I've got the stuff that I love. If somebody loves something more, it's meant for them.
Yeah.
So, Chris was in my room, and I had like, because I have the book "We're Off to Be Wizards," and you know the whole thing about our magical energy. Well, I had a wizard with a sword with a purple dragon, and I could see the look in Chris's eye. You know, he fell in love with it.
We actually have a caller on the line, Marcy. I was
hey,
the conversation totally
what?
spaced out. We have a caller on the line.
Well, good.
All right. Hi, this is Susan. You're live on Awakening the Unknown. Who's calling? What's your name?
Stephanie.
Hi, Steffi.
Hi, Steph.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing today?
We are doing fantastic. We are just chatting along about anything to do with healing and giving to others, and it's just what Healing Sunday's about. So, do you have anything that you would like help with? Any statements? Anything that you'd like to talk about with us?
Not special. I'll just say I was just wondering if I could get a tone. Marcy's sounds so beautiful, so.
You know, and you guys saw my phone's ringing, so I'm ignoring it. But at least it's got like a nice background sound instead of like singing something. Like that. Now, was Stephanie with you yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, and I need to clear out her energy too, because whoever went, I've got to.
Yep.
They got that attachment going, and I'm going, God, I wish I was there.
Yep.
You know, and you guys all look so interconnected. The energy looks like I was thinking about like the Powerpuff Girls all grown up, you know. But then part of me is like, oh, one wasn't black and, you know, the other one. But I'm like, the Powerpuffs all grown up, you know, that strength and that energy with you and Michelle and Stephanie. All right. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
I know. I was getting into my Stevie Wonder energy.
Ooh, I love a head rush. Who is that for?
Well, the tones are for everybody,
I love it.
But what I got with Stephanie, it's like she's got this. It was like a black slave attached to her. And I don't know if it's like down south. I don't know if it was like, in the energy in Massachusetts, but it's like I just got this black slave. Maybe he escaped because you guys are all in Massachusetts, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it's a carryover. Maybe it was a past life, but that's what I was seeing.
Yeah, it just could have had to do with where we were last night as well. So, and we
Right,
can't really state where we were at, but
right.
yeah.
But did you feel like something released out of you, Steph?
I'm sorry, I can't make you out, Marcy.
Uh-oh.
Well, back to high frequency again.
Hold on.
Yeah, Susan still is trying the sound.
Yeah, I'm still working with the sound here, so from my end it looks like you're sounding good, but talk again, Marcy.
Well, why don't I hit a tone and see what's going on?
Oh, you're coming out of the webcam. That's why.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's okay. Keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Now, with the sound coming out, was that the mic problem or just the high frequency with the sound?
No, well, what I did was I had to turn on the other microphone. I faced it towards the webcam because for some reason, again, you know how the spirits are when we're online. Your sound is actually coming out of the webcam when normally you come out of the speakers.
We never know, and that's what I was saying when I did another radio show with Sarah, and she's the one that said I did the sound Reiki, and I said, "What is it with the sounds with the headphones?" And she goes, "It's people's emotions, and or they come in through." Now, Steph, are you being able to hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, that's what it was. I fixed it.
All right. So, how are you feeling after that? Do you feel a little lighter, like something detached from you?
I got a smell that's lingering around me right now.
Bad or good? They do have.
It's not a bad smell. It smells like Vicks almost, like someone stuck Vicks vapor rub near me.
Huh.
But nobody's around me, so.
Well, no, we do have, when there are negative energies being released, there are nasty smells that are released. One guy I worked on in Washington, he smelled for 2 days.
Nice. Fixed it.
What?
Fixed it.
Good for you.
How do you hear her now?
Clear.
Awesome. Fixed it.
Oh, good.
I knew we'd figure this
Oh, yeah,
out,
now
girl.
she's nice and clear.
Thank you. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
I'm even, like, trying to smell the candles that are in the
I don't know
room
if
and
this
not
was a
smell it,
carryover from
but-
a lifetime.
Hold on.
But
All right. Sorry, Stephanie. Talk for a minute.
I said that the area that I'm in, even like I tried smelling all the candles, none of them are lit, but none of them are giving off that smell. So I'm definitely.
no, it's a toxic energy.
Perfect. Awesome.
And people don't realize that the levels, the attachments, the negative spirits. I have cleared out spells, curses. I don't really talk about it too much.
Right.
Because a lot of people get all freaked out. But there's somebody I worked on for 5 years from Iran. And I met her when I was doing PPN. And people respond subconsciously to these energies and they don't know why.
Yep.
And I'll clear out high pitched sounds, like like that white noise sound that are coming out. And so 7% of communication is verbal. There's so many energy. It's like your energy introduces yourself even before you say hello.
Well, I think under the circumstances of, you know, the new energy that she was around last night and everything else, I think it was new to her as well. So, yeah, it makes sense that there would be sometimes some residual stuff left over. But how are you feeling now?
I feel okay today. I mean, even if I haven't felt tired or anything like that, it's been like an average day for me.
It's nothing to do with being tired. It's just like when people are around certain energies, people respond even though the people will not know whether it's possessions or energies or whatever's going on. So you can't be objective within yourself. So I'm going to hit one more tone. Right. And as we raise our vibration with the tones, and Susan knows, and now Stephanie, because I'm now working with Stephanie a little bit now, is as we raise our vibrations and we get more of that white light, and this is why Susan and I have this passion to do this, to get more and more people aware on these levels, is the brighter white light our energy is, then the more the negative energy burns off. But if we're in low energy, they're able to attach the energy that's going on. I mean, even with my kids, it was like my son, my daughter I haven't seen in 8 years. She kind of turned on me. We went to court.
Yeah.
And she got groomed by this person. My daughter is still disconnected from me and calls me Marcy. And my son went out to dinner with her a little over a week ago, and I was talking to Susan about this. My son for a week did not talk to me. And finally, when I went over to a friend's house and her kids and the whole thing on that, we asked what happened. And he goes, well, what happened between Marcy and I is none of your business. We knew whatever her energy was, it kind of slammed him, because also with siblings and mothers and children, the DNA is connected. So it's even more like my sister blasted me, and it took me a week to get my aura back to normal.
Right.
Because of her energy. And so we had these things going on. So my guides told me to work on my son a lot. Well, we were watching Ancient Aliens, and I worked with Council of Nine, and they were talking about it. And we had to rebalance his energy. He says, I'm working on my heart energy earlier today. I said, you can't be objective within yourself. So whatever my daughter did, she kind of blasted my son, or took some of his energy, because that's what happens on that. So they had to pull out these cords that my daughter had given my son. But my son thought he was fine.
Yes.
And so we can't be objective within ourselves. Other people sense the energies on it. Alright, Steph, I'm going to hit another note for you, because whatever it is in the heart chakra, and I've got to use the wand. So,
yep,
we're gonna blast you. You can hear the sounds going, overlapping, again in the headphones. Alright, so you got this black energy, like your mental level, because I'm seeing about 5 inches from your physical body, like a black bubble, releasing out of you.
okay.
How you feeling now, Steph?
Good.
Good.
Well, see, the thing with the emotional, when I do the healing work, people get used to that low energy because they don't know.
Yeah.
And people get addicted to the tones because once they experience it, it's like, oh, I'm feeling lighter. But if you're used to a certain energy, then you're thinking like, oh, I'm okay. Then as you get more and more clearing, then you're like, oh, okay, I feel fantastic, like, Susan was earlier.
Oh my God, I was drained. But I do have to say that with everything that we did together, those that don't know, Stephanie's actually the promotional director of the network, and with everything that was done yesterday, literally, I mean, it was like, it felt like she was with us forever. She literally was just boom, 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 automatic. it was like it was second nature to her. And then to go from there up to an investigation we did, I mean, I don't know, maybe it was me, but at the age of 53, I was dogged this morning. So Marcy had to pretty much plug in my battery for me there. But, you know, I mean, it was absolutely amazing. It really was. But we actually are on the top of the hour. Yeah, we really did. But we're on the top of the hour, and we're going to take a short break. We're going to take a pause for the cause, because Mama's out of coffee. And got out my coffee. Michelle should be coming in for the second half. I let her sleep a little bit. I know she didn't really have much to eat yesterday. Diabetics. Gotta watch out for your friends. But Marcy and I will actually be right back. Stephanie, thank you so much for calling in, and never hesitate to call in and literally contact her. She's really good at what she does. So, yep, we are a team. And actually, we're quad now with Marcy. We're quad.
Yeah, I'm feeling like with Steph down there talking to her.
Yeah.
That's when I saw you three. I'm like, I belong there.
Yeah. We keep telling her to get the RV. Buy the RV, move down. Buy the RV, move down. So what we're going to do is we're going to play, you know, pay the sponsors. Got to play the sponsors. We're actually going to be back right after this message from our sponsors and just a little music. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
We'll be right back with more of Awakening the Unknown after a quick message from our sponsor. This episode has been brought to you by Crystal Expectations. Crystal Expectations is located at 854 Broad Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. They're also located on the web at crystalexpectations.org. Crystal Expectations has been in the business for 30 years. The owner, TJ Gomes, is an expert on crystals, feng shui, and a practitioner for 40 years. Their reader, Dr. Gary Gomes, is a well-known Vedic astrologer and Swami. Both are Reiki masters, and all kinds of predictive services are offered, such as love, career, and health. And low-cost remedies are provided. They have jewelry and statues of deities from all religions, incense, candles, books, and other items reasonably priced. So visit Crystal Expectations, located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, or on the web at crystalexpectations.org.
Okay, charge your phone at 100%. Just at the house, 100%. Zero need to charge it. I didn't even bring the charger because it was 100%.
Alright.
You didn't even bring the fucking charger.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're getting ready, Yep. Let's try and get you in here. Make sure you're in the video. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna turn the volume on this just in case this work. Maybe done in 20 some seconds. So. Alright, I got unmuted Marcy. Well, hello everybody. How are you? We are back. Marcy just left for a minute. Michelle is actually coming in.
17%.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have another cleansing here. So, and literally just having this wonderful show and everything else just doesn't really matter. We'll fix everything later.
No worries. We had a late night last night.
We had a busy day.
Wow.
So, hey, Michelle is here, peeps. Michelle is here.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
There we
Good
go.
morning. Hey, well,
You don't have to yell. Your mic is actually on.
Oh, coffee
Yeah.
first, guys.
Coffee first, yeah.
So I got my very first cup of coffee because I just had a heck of an experience.
All right, let's see. Where are you? Okay, a little more toasty.
So, good morning, everyone.
There we go again.
That
The
means
klutz. The klutz is in.
I am here, guys. Half awake.
See, this is what happens when you're in a home studio, by the way.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, good morning, Marcy.
Wait till you see this energy, Marcy.
I gotta work on the 3 that got all drunk yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, you better believe it, alright.
Yeah.
Well, I already did Susan.
Yep.
And I already did Stephanie. Now
Yep.
I just gotta do you.
We just need Marcy with an RV.
We need her to come live with us.
Yeah, literally.
Well, I looked it up going, I need to be over there.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm sick of reading. I'm like, I gotta get a job. I gotta get a place where, how.
Okay, I had a spare room 4 houses away. On the next corner is a nursing home that's always hiring for CNAs, home health aides, PCH, home care, you name it.
See, we already got you hooked up.
You'll figure it out.
And the radio show's right here.
You guys didn't tell me that. Remember I wrote last week and I'm like, and you guys are like, move out here. I'm like, I need a job. I need a place to live.
We got it.
Listen, my mom runs an assisted living. You'd have a job within 24 hours.
Okay.
You're all set.
Boom!
And she likes animals. Problem solved.
Well, I gotta figure out my son.
My son's 18 too. Happy birthday, Adam, today.
So welcome to the world at 18. And I kept on getting the electricity shut off. And like, see? You've been playing your videos 24/7. And I'm giving little tea candles, because I was getting prepared to our electricity being shut off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But there's a reason for everything. My mother's calling in and I can't answer the phone, so I'll put Blog Talk on hold that way. My poor mother. Ma, I'll get back to you if you're watching the show.
Hey, Mom, I'll be over. We'll have cake and a barbecue for Adam. Adam is turning 18 today.
and
So.
that's why I got one ticket for, they're giving away 2 trucks. Big monster truck. Well, and so I got a call twice, and they erase it every week. So that's why my mission was I gotta get another ticket. They didn't call me, but at least I got 1 ticket. And so there's 120 every weekend, and a lot of them are the same people, the big spenders, because I don't have the money for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you get your name called, then they don't call it again. So then they're doing the big drawing November 2nd, where it's like, how many are you get $100 free flight? Then you get the ones that they do call out of the 50 people. Then they give you this fake key, and then or whatever it is, and then the 2 keys that are real will start up the 2 big trucks.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Ooh. I know I'd be kind of
I've been seeing myself driving a big truck. I don't know what the odds of that are with me, but I've got to go to the drawings now for 4 hours to see if my name to get called.
Oh, that would be epic though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That would mean fill it up with gas, pack up the back, grab the critters, grab the 18-year-old, put a bag over his head if you have to, and you bring him on over.
Well, and the thing that, here's my idea. It's like, take it into, like, Bayou Strait, get a smaller truck with a camper shell.
Yeah.
And, and so I'm like, here's a brand new truck. Give me, like, another truck. Because they're huge.
Yeah.
And I was telling one of my clients, and actually he's a patent lawyer, but he's blind now, but he's one of my clients. And I go, I'm not a construction worker. And that's what they got, the big tow trucks, I'm like, these are too big for me, as far as what's going on.
They're probably like 450s or F350s.
You're starting already with the Stevie Wonder look.
See, I never know what I'm doing.
I do. She's coming. I can. This is her line.
Explain this Stevie Wonder.
Well, the Stevie Wonder look is when they start to come in through Marcy, she does this.
Like that. Well, it's kind of like when you get that like.
Yeah, when I get this blank stare, they're talking to me. Like, blank, I'm not here.
Oh, okay, she's not here. I'll just keep talking.
You don't have to yell.
Well, and I saw like a little spirit, bouncing around. Yeah, I'm like, this one was really light. But it's like the waves. And that's why I call it the Stevie Wonder. It's like...
Is it just me, or literally...
It looks lighter there.
Yeah, I cleared it out. You cleared me out. You cleared Steph out. And now, with Michelle here, I feel negativity. Literally, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, that's why that's why I said, you're not objective within yourself.
Right.
Whether it's possessions or whatever's going on. And that's
Right.
why I said, like, I'm fine. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you're not objective within yourself. And that's why my son is like, well, I've been working on my heart chakra. I'm like, no, they literally had to pull Laura's energy out of my son. I wasn't going to my kid's name because Laura's like, so disassociated with me. And I was reading about the black hearts, and I'm like, God, you fix that. I posted about that.
Yeah.
For her to say, oh, it's not in your business between Marcy and I. Yes, it is his business. And it's been me. I have to keep calm so that I had to bring him back because she slammed him.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm working. No, you can't. And so we're watching, as telling Susan, we're watching the Ancient Aliens of the Council. I said, see, these are who the people I work with.
Okay, this is weird. What I'm seeing right now, and it's in my mind's eye, and this is the reason why we do Healing Sundays, because when you grow as an individual, certain different things are experienced from you. I literally see feelers on Michelle, and the feelers are trying to reach out to me but can't get to me. So it's like little fingers.
That's like a big white light energy.
Yeah.
And as I'm constantly reading through the years, there's like, as our frequency they're like little bugs that get burned out.
Yeah.
Do you want to work on Michelle now, or do you want to wait till we go on the show?
We're on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
We're live, honey.
And the thing is, when I came over here, I already knew there was already something wrong.
Yes.
Right. You could feel the shift in the heaviness going on.
Exactly.
And I came over here 4 houses away with 100% battery charge. And got here, and my battery immediately became 17%, and my phone started screaming for charge.
Yep.
I didn't even bring a charger because it was 100%. 4 houses away.
Right. Well, my car was doing the same thing. You guys will crack up. So my car has been overheating, right? So I got off of work, and all of a sudden my car didn't have enough water, something like that. And I saw the gauge go up really high, so I drove down a little bit feet. I was trying to get to the river.
Yep.
Half a mile away. Well, I ended up, there was like some buildings, and there was some grass, and the little ravine type thing. I literally took my big gallon water bottle, took my shoes off, went down to the ravine, because my car, I couldn't go anywhere, filled the thing with water, and then poured it in my car so that my car wouldn't overheat.
I had to do that with salt water once, and I thought literally was going to pull the engine.
So it's like, she's zoning.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
She's like, it's like now that Michelle's here, so all of a sudden, all right, let me go work on Michelle so we can get her back to normal. All right.
Normal. I love that word, normal.
We're not normal.
I love
not
the word
normal.
normal.
Plus average, we're not normal.
Yeah, no, it's like they're talking to me.
Oh,
and
before.
they're telling me that you do have an issue, and they're telling us to actually stick more to individual stuff, which I'll explain later. But they're telling me to tell you some things, and so when that happens, they actually come through. But yeah, we've got to detach some of the energy that she has on her right now.
And the other thing too, before I forget, ladies, was I dreamt like, and I remember what I dreamt last night, and that never happens. I've trained my mind to not remember dreams years and decades ago. So I woke up remembering very clear, too, my dream from last night.
Well, Michelle, as you get higher and higher, and as you get higher, you get lucid dreaming. Like my dreams, and in my mind, I might get these lucid dreams. Okay, I'm going to remember this, and then I don't. But they're so clear. And a lot of times we have parallel universe, we're in other people's bodies and, doing other things and what's going on. Anyway, they're blasting me to blast you, Michelle, so here we go.
All right, I'm down.
I feel like I'm getting that throw up energy, and I'm also hearing the sounds energy.
Yep.
How are you feeling, Michelle?
I did just get like a wave, almost like I would almost wanting to throw up. Yeah, like a nausea, like almost like something's trying to come up.
It's trying to come out.
Energy, it's a nauseous energy releasing.
Yeah. And I just got wicked hot.
I'm freezing.
Look. Sweaty palms all of a sudden and everything.
Yeah. All right, get ready. It's so neat that we get to do this live.
Come fix Michelle, everybody.
And everybody goes, it's like, well, it's like too bad we didn't have anybody to do that. Because like, I had all this talent, but there's like nobody could see what I could do.
Well, see, that's the reason for this, because we know what you can do.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not even like, now they can visually see the energy
exactly.
going on. What's going on.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
Alright, let's hit it again. Low tones this time. I just heard a big giant gong.
Yep.
I was gone.
She left.
I was gone. I saw a face though.
You're toning, and they told me to create an energy ball to put all this negativity into so it can recycle.
I saw a face of a lady just now.
Yeah.
In my
head. Did you hear Michelle, were you around when I was picking up the black slave with Stephanie?
No.
No, I think she was on her way here.
Yeah, there was a black slave that I cleared out from Stephanie.
It could have been the house we were at.
The dream I had, I dreamt, I know the servants' names that were in the house when she passed. Who the last two servants that were with her in the house.
But
and that makes sense.
We can't say where we were at.
No, we can't. But it makes sense that Stephanie saw a black slave.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a maiden. I'm seeing the female servant. And that's the energy that I'm feeling. Very protective over the fact that we were there last night and what were we doing there. And we were disturbing the mistress of the house. And she wasn't happy how we were creating drafts.
If you rearrange, like, I would always bring stuff up from Twist Tour that my friend Louisa that I'm still friends with was like really psychic. She goes, you need to clean it. It's like that stuff. And I'm
curious if anybody would see this.
And you buy it, you get the attachments on the energy. Or if you move things or you knock walls down, like in Sylvia Brown, when she did her read it, they don't like it, and then that shifts everything.
Exactly.
Alright.
Can anybody see anything coming from Susan's hands? She's creating an energy ball right now. I'm curious to see if anybody sees that.
That's why I'm hitting it again. I guess I gotta use the doji sword along with it.
Yeah, you gotta cut the cords. Okay, I can't even see through this ball right now. Alright.
There's more.
Alright, so when I see this, it's called the 0 point. And a lot of times when I work on people, and the 0 point, from what I got, and I was explaining this to Susan a long time ago, is like our past, present, and future, and it's a vortex. And when I was watching Ancient, I love Ancient Aliens, they were showing about like the molecules where they went into the electrodes, and they were doing an experiment inside this, glass thing, and the electrodes literally made a vortex. So whether it's the universe, whether it's in the physical body, whether it's very small, that vortex can be formed. And so you'll be going through portals, energies, Michelle's starting to look like you, Susan. She's like,
yeah, I'm like, my head's going, I'm like, whoa. And I kept...
No, that was weird. I don't know what anybody's seeing out there on Facebook, but I was creating the energy ball in order to absorb the negativity that was coming out so it could leave the house and not maintain in the house is what I was doing. Even though we have the crystals, but it got to the point where I couldn't even see through the energy ball at all.
Right.
So I don't know what anybody else out there seen, but I literally could not see through the energy ball. So I sent it up to be recycled.
I wonder if it could be too that I kept saying where we were yesterday, I want to take my shoes off. Like I kept feeling I need to ground myself.
The earthing and the energy and grounding. And even when Bill and I did the transmuting work, it's like take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground, they give you, and that sort of circuit. And a lot of times with people wearing high heel shoes, they get more diseases,
Yeah.
And because we're animals, and the earth has vibration, and we're so disconnected with high heel shoes or whatever it is, our body's not feeling the circuit of the earth.
Wow. I felt it from the minute we walked in to we left. I wanted to take my shoes off, like so bad. Right. The entire time we were there.
Well, by the time it came time, even though we couldn't make it till 12 o'clock, literally I was so drained, I had to leave.
Yeah. Even Mark, who's not psychically inclined or anything, he's literally like vegetating at the house. He's like, I can't believe how much energy that they're straining.
Exactly.
You walk through places, and that's what I said. There's some places, like how we had that picture of that haunted place. That a month ago or a month and a half ago.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't even want to go there. I'm feeling it even just with the photo.
Yeah.
As far as what's going on, and so I'll walk into places, and I'll get headaches and stomach aches.
Yep.
And across the street, everything will be fine.
Yep.
And it could be room to room, or it could be whatever it is that's going on. So people don't understand. They know that they sense something. They just don't know what it is.
Yes, but see, that's why we're here. That's why we do this. It's not. Yes, exactly. To teach, help, and heal.
Well, what's good with also this, it's not just one person, because I have all this information, but it's like now that you guys are there and Steph's there, and there's all this interaction, or like the last week, it's like, as you know, we helped out those people go into the light. And it's not like I'm telling these people I don't know who they are. They're feeling it, they're sensing it. And so that's why the more group and like a doctor with a second and third or fourth opinion.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
I get so pissed off at bad psychics, like or Raina or whatever. So, oh, you're supposed to go to me and only me, and
see, I'm not like that. Yeah.
Because they want you to believe only what they're telling you.
Yeah.
They don't want you to process things in your own life.
And that's what it is. I know that everybody that I work with is not like that. It's not. It's not about me. It's not about. It's about the individual. But we actually have another caller on the line. So, and to us on Sundays, even if we're just sharing information with somebody gets that aha and seeks that help, or if an individual does get healed, or somebody gets help, or somebody, it doesn't matter. It could be 1 or 20, but as long as we're helping somebody with the information or the chit chat, that's all that matters.
It's not only helping them, it's helping the relatives that are around them. It's a domino effect. And with the healing of this, it's a generational with, you know, as you clear your energy, you're clearing your relatives' energies, you know, past life, whatever, all that stuff. So anyway.
Exactly. But we're actually going to take this call. The number looks familiar. The number actually looks familiar, but I can't.
I can't place it.
No, because my brain still is like fried.
A brain? What's a brain?
This is like a 2-pot coffee day, people. Oh wait, I can't do that. I can't do 2 anymore.
No?
No, because of the UK dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, two's a bad thing. Okay, I really mean peace out or 2 people. So we're gonna take this next caller.
We're gonna learn the Girl Scout sign.
Hello, you're live on the air. What is your name, hon?
Hi.
Hi.
Katie.
Hi.
Hi, Katie.
I'm really enjoying your show.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I love this beautiful tone you're doing. That's so nice. And what you were saying about being connected to the earth.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Katie.
Thank you for having me.
What's going on?
Yes, I do, if you wouldn't mind, please.
No, we don't mind at all.
Our pleasure.
That's why we're here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you.
This is good love and energy.
Yeah.
It's... Oh, thank you. You're always so sweet. I feel like I know you.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that.
Oh, thank you. There's this person that I'd really like to work with. And I don't know, I'm finishing up a project, and like when it's done, I'd like to send it to him. And I guess I would like to know if you see him liking it enough to want to work with me. Like as a sample of look at what I did.
But you guys have got a past life connection together. And I think you're there to help him. And I'm being told you're there to teach him love.
Yes.
And acceptance.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And he feels unworthy, and so it'll be like a little bit of walls, but I'm.
Why you're so drawn?
You guys in like China in another lifetime holding hands. I don't know if you're brother or sister, but you're definitely his reason. But he's got a unworthiness energy, and I know what it's like because I grew up abused, and so love is a learned behavior. And so what happens is when subconsciously when somebody gives somebody love is unfamiliar and their body rejects it because it's not familiar to them. And so you have to work through those layers. So he may on energy level push against you, but it's nothing personally. It's just something he's not used to. If that makes sense.
Wow. Yes, no, because you're so right, because, like, it was, like a great meeting, I felt, but then I did get, like, you're saying walls and resistance, and, yeah, and I didn't know if it was just, like, him being busy, or if he changed his mind about me, like, you know, like, I wasn't sure, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense.
Well, I tell people it's, like, in energy, because I've been doing these readings for so long on relationships. And people on subconscious, and I did this too, you put the gas and the brake on the same time. Part of your energy says, come to me, but then whether they've been hurt or, you know, I've done that with Michelle, you know, that whole energy of stop, and go forward. And these people are like, why aren't they communicating? Because on the energy subconscious protective level, you put the brakes on. And so he's putting the brakes on to not get hurt.
Wow.
I love her energy.
Yeah.
I have to tell you this. I absolutely love your energy. It's like pure white light is what it is. And you don't see that nowadays. I absolutely love that. Don't change. Ever.
And don't doubt yourself, honey. Trust your feelings. Because I feel like you already felt this. We're confirming, I think, what she already felt.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
No question. And that's why it's like we had second and third opinions all agreeing.
Yes.
So everybody has their reality. So you can't take his reality personally because the walls or the energies or whatever it is that's going on. But
the other thing that I'm seeing, it's like part of her mission, and again, I don't know, you might have to confirm this, but what I'm being told is part of her mission is because the purity of the white light of your heart and her love, her heart chakra, she literally, her mission is to teach others. It's like
she's an earth angel.
Yes, she's going to share and teach others to love with the purity of her heart that she does, and this is what I'm getting. So I don't know if that's what you're getting as well.
Well, and also it's like as Michelle and Susan will know, and this is what I've had to do with clients because a lot of clients reject me because they're disabled or whatever's going on. As we get more and more white light energy in us, we reflect that pure energy, and a lot of people have bounced back to their energy. So they don't like us, but it's their part of themselves that they don't like. Like, Susan did a reading on my mother because my life was very parallel with my mother, and she's like, you're paying for her punishment, or you're paying for someone else's punishment. And what she was saying is because I paralleled my mother loved and hated me because of her own energies. And so that's why I wrote my book, We're Off to Be Wizards, as to my journey, as to the abuse. I gave up at age 8. I know what it's like to be abused. I know what it's like to shut down. And this is what we're all doing is we're empowering people. These are the tools to get your power back. And so my mom Spirit would be sitting in a corner smoking a cigarette, and then the last time Susan picked up, I go, you must have helped her, because she's got this little smirky.
Yeah, she's got this smirk. Yeah, it was cute.
Came out with something because of the abuse with my dad and the shock system and all the other stuff. So, yeah, you're just.
God bless
don't
you.
take people's reality personally.
No, don't. And don't ever stop fighting doing what you're doing, because evidently you have this beautiful gift that you need to share with the world. And right now, with the way that the universe is, with everybody awakening, they're going to need someone like you in their corner. So keep fighting.
I'm hearing the angels singing.
She's like
what happens is, like with the tones, and this is why I love doing the tones, is you raise your vibration. As you raise your vibration, you get higher guides. And so what happened is we cleared out something so they could work with you.
Yes.
Whether it's hands-on healing or channeling or whatever it is, but now you're probably at a higher level just by clearing out whatever that energy is.
It's like, accept the fact that you are a love muse. You are a love muse.
She's just a big ball of pure white light energy, literally.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's an earth angel.
Yes.
Oh, God bless.
You might want to call your mom and say, hey, Mom, guess what?
Mom, you gave birth to an angel.
It's true, Mom. Her mom always jokes that that's going to be on my gravestone one day. It's true.
She's
still talking.
I can't hear her.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say, honey? Sometimes I gotta mute Michelle.
No, I just said you touched my heart. You're amazing. You touched my heart.
You well deserve it. You need it. Alright, I'm gonna do one more tone for you. And this is like them coming through, and I can see them coming in through gateways or portals. Get ready, because your life is gonna change.
Yep.
Because once they connect, Michelle, Susan will tell you.
Yep.
Your child
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
You know. All right, so let me hear one more tone, and this isn't going to be me. These are the angels coming through, okay?
oh, that's amazing. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Was it just me, or did you...
There was a harp in that one.
Wow.
What?
There was a harp in that one.
Wow.
So high pitched in my ear, like it
Wow,
literally,
that's so
it
lame.
pierced my ear. I could feel it, like hear it in my ear.
How do you feel now, honey?
Yeah, no, I saw wings. I saw wings, and it was like I was
Oh!
supposed to like let go. Yeah, let go of things that don't serve me. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
so
really,
happy.
wow.
Oh, so happy for you.
You sound like a... Wow.
Yeah, we get that way sometimes.
We amuse ourselves.
We just
No.
wow ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say is wow.
Welcome to our
Right. But you're the perfect example of why we do what we do and why we're also here to do what we're doing.
Exactly.
Right?
It's
example.
not about it.
Right,
It doesn't
right.
matter as long as we're helping one individual every Sunday. That's all that matters. We just it is what we do. So, but thank you so much for calling in, honey. And
God bless you.
oh yeah,
Bless you too,
definitely. I mean,
Thank you.
literally, your wings are like forming right now. I'm not kidding.
Well, I just want to do the plug. If anybody wants to Facebook me,
Yep.
or LinkedIn me, or read my books, we're off Three Wizards. I'm off to Free the Wizard. Because the Off to Free the Wizards is where I had to go through clearing out a lot of stuff. A lot of the people that were on the Wizards sold me out. And it's been this journey to get to this power and energy. And then I also have my tones on Marcy Costage on YouTube or Cosmic Cosmos. And it's just if anybody ever wants to contact us or through Susan and Michelle. You know?
Yeah, you can always look up awakeningtheunknown.com, and also our YouTube page is also Awakening the Unknown. You will find Marcy linked to every page we have. Her books, you go to authors, her books are there. You go to our YouTube, she is there. But if you just want to follow us and listen to the show, you can do that on iHeartRadio. You can do that on iTunes, everything. Go to ATU Network. ATU Network, you can replay this anytime you want. And don't be afraid to contact any of us, literally.
And
send us a message if you need to on Awakening the Unknown or on Marcy's page. Or if you can't get a hold of Marcy, send a message to us. We'll give it to her. I bug her every night. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No worries.
And we're in a 3-hour time
They're
difference.
fantastic.
Thank you so much, honey.
Thanks so
Thank you
much,
for
Tom.
calling in.
Okay, one more tone. They're
Uh-oh.
like on-
They're gonna hit you again.
One more tone, darling.
I got this Stevie Wonder look again.
Yeah.
And the tones are for everyone. So even if you do play this back, the tones are meant not just for her, but for also to help wherever they are meant to help.
Yeah.
Right, Marcy? That's part of the...
Right.
Or in the animals.
Yes.
Yep.
You see my guys, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your dogs.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh,
All right, let me hear one more tone to send her off.
Well, thank you.
There was 3 in there and a message.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
I love
It
it.
was very
What was the message?
Yeah, in her tone.
What
did she say?
I don't know.
What did you hear, honey?
It felt very ground wind chime.
Yep. 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 Thank you again so much for calling in. It was a pleasure to meet you. And literally, you're gonna share yourself with the world, honey. You're meant for really big things.
Stop in and let us know how you're making out.
Oh,
If you need any
definitely.
further
Send us a
guidance.
line. Don't be afraid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very welcome. Our pleasure.
Bless you all on your sacred journeys. Thank you all
Thank
for
you.
sharing your life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Thanks for validating for what
I
we
feel a
do.
really good shift in her life now.
Yeah, that's what all this is about. That's what I love. I mean, I got goosebumps. Look.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you
look,
see
me
my?
too.
Do you see my goosebumps?
I do too.
Look,
We both do.
goosebumps. I mean, that was like.
I love that.
It's like when somebody like that. It's the connection. It's the. There was one individual that knows that they're heading in the right direction. Just one. And that's what it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a group of people or one individual. It is what it is. You know? So
absolutely.
Literally.
She's gonna take that now and spread the love. And
spread the
we
love.
need
Spread
more.
the tones,
That's
girl.
right.
Spread the tones.
Exactly.
Well, and you guys, part of what we do, they say that passion is we do what we love.
Yes.
And that's what we're all doing. Stress is we're doing stuff that we don't like. So people that they get stressed out, they get disease and jobs, they're not doing what they want to do. All of us, we're going forward. We're having this passion, and it's nothing. We're all enjoying it.
Yes, we are. We really are.
It's just, it's beyond words.
It really truly is.
Snoring and sleeping in the background.
Oh,
I got both of
the
them.
cat.
I have my cat. Oh, do you see the cat?
Yeah.
The sugar's right behind there.
You know, I do have to say that Mercy is available for private sessions. I mean, she's not expensive, and what she does is so worth anything. Anybody that, I mean, literally, go to my earlier episodes of when I started doing the radio, compared to what my energy looks like now. I'm living proof of what she does. Okay, I'm not saying this because
people need to
yes,
invest in themselves.
exactly.
And it's so because there's all these people, like I was watching Dr. Oz on the one psychic that got $130,000 from somebody lost her business, and my friends that are psychics were all like pure-hearted. I only deal with the pure-hearted. I don't deal with drama. I don't deal with negativity, and I try and pick, as Susan knows and Michelle knows. And that energy is like how much you want to invest in yourself. And I get all these people that say, well, I use my money for this other psychic, and and I'm like, well, you can't even donate a little bit of money. Any type of donation on this radio would help us all.
Oh, definitely.
Heart-oriented, on all this stuff. And Susan and Michelle have invested their time, money, and energy to do all this stuff, and the passion,
Yep.
And so, if you guys could donate anything to any of us, it is all greatly appreciated,
Because it is used.
Us go forward. It's investing into us so we can do better on you guys, do better on ourselves, and
we want to be able to offer people even more of what
exactly.
we have.
And that brings up a good point. If anybody would like to be a sponsor or make a donation, we literally contact us. We got many packages available.
We do.
I mean, it's so unbelievable. So if you want to be a sponsor, those of you that heard the sponsor commercial that was done by Cody Desmians. Yep, he does the sponsor commercials. We've got blank music. We've got plenty of room to literally advertise your business. You want to do a donation. You want to help out. You want to do a silent donation. Literally, you can just go to the Facebook page.
Right.
You want to look Marcy up and help her out. Definitely look Marcy up. She's worth it. She really is.
Trilingual. If you want it to be in Portuguese, we can do your advertising in Portuguese. If you like it to be in Spanish, we can do it in Spanish. I can do it in French. I can do it in Italian. Oh, better. Any way you want it.
Actually, she speaks 4 languages.
That's why we're the international.
Yep.
And the thing that's funny with the tones is men love the tones.
They do.
Yeah, they really do.
They really do.
A lot of them won't call in, but they do love the tones.
They listen.
Yeah, they do.
My friend Christine and her husband, her son used to have my tones on his phone. And the calling and because the tones are the right side of the brain, and it goes into the emotional level. It almost like brings up those emotional levels that are going on there.
Exactly.
But that's what I've noticed is the men. My friend Chris is the opera singer. Will come in and he does his opera and he's to go in a different language and
Oof, I'm
I'll
leaving
sit
again.
there and he's like, and you guys can tone along with us. The more the people tone, they're like, okay, but that's what it's for. It hits the right side of the brain.
Right.
And it hits to the not to the linear, but the vibration. So I will hit people's toes and I'll get their past lives, whatever they're going through at that time.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's like when Marcy started working on me. My dad would hide behind corners, listening.
He did. Yeah, I remember that. He's
interrupting my mother's time with Marcy. He's trying to sneak around corners listening. But I'm on the outside. Now I'm outside. He's on the second floor outside porch trying to hear. I mean, but because he didn't even know or understand why it felt so good to hear the tones.
Yeah.
But that was an immediate addiction to him right there was Marcy's tones.
Yeah.
And he's still.
And people are addicted to my tones on my YouTube. It helps. It hits the serotonin part of the brain.
Yep.
Which gets them to relax. So either people fall asleep, go off into the twilight zone, they check out, or they use it to fall asleep because it's almost like a relaxing. If you look at like the angel singing, we do the stuff that the people go to church for. We do the hands-on healing, where we actually do have the masters coming in and working through us compared to all those people that are like, oh, only go through me and
Yeah, see, we're not like that, and I think that's the other reason Marcy got connected when we started the podcast.
We're more about the collective.
It's about like sharing the information and getting as much out there as we can to help individuals because I mean literally, and that's what it is. Marcy, I just really connected to the point was like, okay, we're gonna do. She was listening. I said, okay, let's do Healing Sundays.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, by the way, yep, we're doing it every Sunday now.
But see, every Sunday, it's another person that gets helped in another different way. Last week, it was helping people move towards light. This week, we helped an Earth Angel realize that she is an Earth Angel.
Yes,
and she's going to want for it.
People will see Archangel Michael with me a lot.
Yep.
And, and like, you weren't quite awake yet, Michelle.
Yeah.
My friend Ravine was saying there's a little orb bouncing around the cards.
Yep.
And other people would see because this is my normal.
Yep.
And it's gonna be, you guys is normal. And so I would get my friends they would watch me and they said, oh, this master's behind you, or this is bouncing off through here.
Yeah.
Michelle, I was telling Susan about I am literally circled around mirrors. And so whatever is doing this, it is bouncing off. It's reflecting. It's
it's like going boing 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 boing.
That's why the light changes.
Yes.
So
it's pretty cool.
In the room.
It really is. It's very cool.
Yeah. Because I was watching you girls at home.
I'm on a little tiny box.
Oh no. Even Mark commented. She'll at first you can see the light changes and you can see it's looks like she's in a darker room.
Right.
But then the more and more that you're working on people, the room lightens up.
It does.
And lightens up. It's very evident.
Your aura is
like light bulb.
Expanding. So it's going
whoosh. And that's why a lot of people can't connect with me.
Right.
Because my frequency is so high. Unless the people are really comfortable with themselves, like you two, or whoever comes in, because no matter who I try to talk to, my mother. I got along great with my mother. I found out in retrospect after she dies of, the love, the putting my sister as trustee and all that other stuff. But she had a sarcasm, and when things came out of her mouth, they were accurate, And so it was an interesting journey because there was stuff I had to work through with that one.
Right.
I had to work through stuff with my father. I had to work through stuff with my sister. Now I had to work through stuff with my daughter so that my son's not getting infected, because all these energies in rebirthing in our childhood, in the womb, I took a rebirthing, and even the cellular memory of them, your mother. Sometimes people get diseases depending on the mother's energy,
right.
what they're going through, or the inner child. I was picking up thought forms and energies of my parents, and so it's been a constant clearing on myself. And I was talking to my friend Raven also. She's got to come on sometime, but she's in England and she's in her Sleepy Hollow energy. And she's got a tremendous amount. And if you guys ever want to eat herbs, Raven and her boyfriend grow herbs and the energy of it in England. They have like literally a garden. She's showing pictures of like her fairy dust with like a whole bunch of petals with bottles and the whole thing on that. So and the vibration, the energy of the earth with her and her boyfriend.
Oh, must be awesome.
Stuff that they sell. Yeah, anytime, because that's what she's doing now. Is doing that. So.
I'm actually supposed to say something. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to let everybody know that literally Marcy's books are on Amazon.com under Marcy Kosich. But if you want to go to awakeningtheunknown.com and look at the recommended reading list, go down to Marcy Kosich. You'll be able to find her books. You click right on the book. It'll bring you right over.
Well, the first, what's in the background is my book, but that was, my son and I shared a computer, and I didn't have Microsoft Word, and so the second edition is a little bit better, and there was like, they were, with Ex Libris, where I got the first book, I did the second book afterwards. It's a better version, because somebody from the Philippines was editing it, and so the first few pages, if you get the first book, it's okay, it's just, the editing's not very good. So I got into it. I had to share the computer. My son and I had one computer, and while he was on break, I had to do my time zone before he took over. Now he's in his room. This is years ago. But it'll help you, like what Susan said when she read it. It's like these aha moments, because most people that are psychic, they have been abused, and they don't know. And it's almost like we have to learn to be instinctive, the hunter or the hunted.
Yes,
and
exactly.
So our body is like, okay, I'm in danger. I have to feel this. Because we're almost like trained on that energy as to sensing, or that's normal, so we don't know anything different, so we attract that type of energy. And that's like I was telling her, love is a learned behavior. If we don't know love, we go with what's familiar.
Right.
And this is my journey to allow love to come in, and I had to let go of a lot of people that either sold me out or made me feel unworthy or manipulated, as far as what's going on. And this whole thing is that we all have is to empower you guys. Take back those broken pieces of yourselves.
Yes.
Take back those energies, and it does separate. When I work on people, there are those parts that they're kind of to the side. It is soul killing with these emotional energies that are going on.
Yes.
And so the more power that you have, then the more that you're going to get rid of these lower negative people and get the people that love and accept you for who you are.
Wow, this is really strange. The show's almost over, but I feel like somebody's trying to come through me, which hasn't happened in a long time, but it's been happening a lot lately with Marcy.
Go.
So what do they have to say, Susan?
I don't know. They're trying to come through, and it's
let me hit some more tones.
I keep stuffing them down because there's literally 2 minutes left of the show, so I keep stuffing them down because I don't want to get into something.
Let me hit a tone and see what's going on.
Wow, I hit silence there for a minute. I'm sorry.
Complete silence, though. Like, I think
Dead
even
air on the radio.
I think even the birds out there stopped for a second. I'm like, oh, that's strange.
Wow. Yeah.
And the birds are like,
yeah, evidently I'm gonna stop trans-channeling again soon.
yeah, bring it on. I'm excited.
And that's what they said. They don't deal with dense energy. And as you clear out more and more, then the higher frequency guys come in.
Yeah.
So these people say, I pray. And it's like, if you got this fear and dense energy, they can't and won't work with you.
Yes,
so
exactly.
as we raise our vibrations, which we're doing, as Susan and Michelle are experiencing, then the higher and guys could come in.
Yes.
It's like school.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And this is something, the experiences that we're having. Most people will hide behind closed doors, not us.
No, we
We're
don't.
going to show you what we're
Well,
doing.
it's like somebody
Yeah.
posted that they wanted Metatron, and my friend Adrian, who I worked with for
90
years,
seconds.
Oh, 90 seconds.
And I try to give the information, and they're like, they're not going to come in at a whim. You got to
Right.
earn it, you know.
There's
And
steps
I
to
tried to
get
get
there.
him, and he didn't want to respond to me. It's like, okay.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well. I say bring it on. I've accepted it from both sides of my family, and
Yeah.
you heard it out of my mom's mouth yesterday. I ignore it, right? I stuff it down. I try not.
50
And the same thing with my
All right.
daughter. So.
Unfortunately,
Let's
that's
spread it.
another episode of Healing Sundays, everybody.
2 hours, yeah.
Yay. I mean, it just like flew right by. But remember, peace out. We love you. We'll
Thank
be
you
here
so much,
every
everybody.
Sunday for Healing Sundays. Thursday night, we have Chris Garcia. And again, next Sunday is Healing Sundays. If you'd like to be on the mailing list to find out other episodes that might be coming up, events that we're on. I'm having such a head rush that I know I'm going to be channeling after this. So bear with me. I'm trying to do 50 things at once. So, hey, stay tuned. Get in touch with us at atunetwork.com. You can go on the mailing list to find out future events. Best way to contact Marcy. We're going to actually put that on there as well. 10 seconds. Peace out. Remember, we love you.
We love you. Spread the love. Thank you, Marcy.
Awakening the Unknown with Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan here on the ATU Network. For more information on upcoming shows and appearances, be sure to follow us on Facebook and on the web at awakeningtheunknown.wixsite.com. Voiceover work done by Cody Bray Despian.